Alright. Act 2, Starlight Sonata, Crossroads of 3, Third of the Astral Moon. Let's start the day. Those two are back. Good morning. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today? You know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was. It goes well with the pudding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly. Sparkling Nebula. Alright, now is my chance to actually search characters. Class is just blacksmith, alright. His class is just vampire. He is a vampire and his class is a vampire. Wow. Best class. Alright, Fable is Ranger, we know that, even though she wants a multi-class in Bard. Let's be honest. Lynn is Beast Slayer. Oh yeah, Lynn, I forgot about her. Blaze is Rogue, she's Cleric. Fade is Bounty Hunter. Alright. Inigo? Monk. Oh, he's a monk? Changeling monk. Age unknown. Well, very interesting. What is the thing on his? Is that, what class is that? Melly is class detective Wukakin. They're the same kin, the same race apparently. Just a different breed of Wukakin. Their class is just detective. Alright. I've got page 2. Alright. Alright, let's serve this drink. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Please, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. Common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I heard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a villainized dwarf and the holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star vein. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out, Elifia, that's a cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It's very sweet. Really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me in the mysterious and quiet place. He's my new associate. I'm not worried about that part. I'm just worried. Alright. What does this open? Oh yeah, the logbook. But did I read that right? They were asking around to see if the priest knew anything. No, strangest conversations. Turns out, Elifia, that's a cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise, okay? And they all hugged. Alright, I guess hugging a ooze is now a thing. Wonder what that looked like. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle escape between all of those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. I don't wanna offend you, but that pillar must have been broken as fuck. They cannot hide you behind it. You're a really small cat. How the fuck do you not can hide behind a pillar? Ah, thank you. That makes way more sense. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt well hidden when Elifia suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did. But she said it was too early to share any insight. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip. Wait. I asked Master. Okay, I was like, what? Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that the altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. It's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth. That being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you going to work on it? Yes. Blaze is going to show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kinda. You gotta see how clueless the other investigators are and what turned the cape to Mr. Vampire. And we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kind? Your favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been part of my life for many years. Shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No. They were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course, same as last time. Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. One agility. Sunny breeze. A drink just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Beings and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, dangerous mountain range in eastern Fesora. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths for a creature no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but I seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with any mortal weapons, but I distracted them with some of the gems I'd managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I'll never forget the twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. Nah, they were not cute. You say so? Maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. No thanks. Come on, someone's gonna enter here. Hey, he's back. Welcome back, Lynn. Are you alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. No watered down, Mark. Got it. Right, time for a Southern Brawler. My specialty. Everything's my specialty that I remember how to make just from head. Strong and with zero water, just how you like it. Thanks, needed that. You're welcome. Say, Innkeep, got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. That's what my barber used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Recipe unlocked, Sailor's Courage. Thank you, Lynn. Are you so sad? I ain't sad. But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More. I'm not sure. My chest feels tight, and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying. Those are all side effects of being sad. Who are you anyway? I'm Ellie, the world's greatest detective. I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. You got a name? Gonna change name every time now, okay. Malachite. Ah. So, I would like to detect why you're sad. Likewise. Does it have to do with the Tavern Chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? You met a Chimera? A Wyvern Chimera, yeah. That's so cool! Why? How? You're alive! Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly? Of course. He put on a quest for a chimera saliva. Thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Kellyn was brave enough to pick up his quest. Wow, that's amazing. How would you even get the saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you? Miss Kellyn, will you please tell me the story? Fine. Thank you. I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just try not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I get no trouble killing beasts, but... My Barbara would have lost if I had told her I harmed the Guardian. Think so at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. Not at the fight start. On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose. Or more. Cooled quite a bit, that thing. I didn't know my way around the quack mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right? Of course. Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And the sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose. Is it a magic sword? Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than the average steel and can resist even the highest heat even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it far behind me. That's so sweet. Are your parents gonna leave you or anything? No. Weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time. That's okay. I can find my own treasure. Sure you will, kiddo. So, the chimera noticed you? Yeah. The sly beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fighting was something else. Next to its dragon head, it spotted a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered, and even for its fire Guntami, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. So you defeated it with a badass sword? I did. The weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe, just imagine that. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. Deserved an honorable send-off. Almost left the sword with it too, but too cool of a weapon. But the dad don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve a dream. Saw a vibrant chimera in the flesh. Fought it even. Then I killed it. Does it mean I killed a dream? I think it means the sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly, but you would have found out another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was the time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Tuat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. That you think? What I mean? Probably don't have water. I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there, so he must have died to have gotten there too. Oh, he's always existed there, was made to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the Great Spirit Dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. Reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then, I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Len? Because she is silly? I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her? What? He brought us alive to kill the vampire. I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to go and move in anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Anyway, any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? I saw him at the Gaia temple. The priest might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. Overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. Information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it. Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got time. It might take you more than one lesson though. That's okay. I've also got time. It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics and tell you when... It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee! It is. If your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do. Just don't destroy the walls, please. Are you coming too, Mel? No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness and giant swords. Ha! I know you will. But first, I gotta practice. See you later. Nah. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Illusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Oh yeah, another sunny breeze. Alright. Time for another sunny. Let's go. Wait. Wrong one. Need some agility for the sunny breeze. Some sweet optimism from my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. I like how they just change his name every time he changes his name. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Bloop, he drank that really fast. Alright, someone's gonna come visit us in the night. Well, just there, you're coming back in. Ah, there she is. I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Gave her my girl voice, didn't I? Hey, Inky. Wait, no. Did I? No. Gave her not a girl voice, but a higher pitched voice. Not like, hi there, how you doing, everybody? Wow, 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 wow. Maybe I did in the second episode, actually. Completely forgot. Actually, I think I gave her that voice, because the first female character always gets that voice. Alright. Hiya, Inkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again, and you too. Sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. The last 2 days went too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashton's Grove trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions to local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes. The werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit. Everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. Very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, and that's what they're there for. Not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in the repertoire that could someone in a situation like mine? The drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher, but also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, already got an idea. Recipe unlocked, 1000 wins. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, I wasn't mad about it, at least. So, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. Everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put him back at some point, as we're about replanting those tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put him back. You can never put back what's lost. But you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars. Life should approach lost that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I don't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right. But it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Lynn yet? She would be hacking my towers to pieces outside. I did. Outside. Only a definitely not hacked up towers. Just out of curiosity. You own any wood glue? Nah. It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried that she would just leave and never talk to me again. It was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm, and to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into the great sword training. Did you accept? Not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her treat Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world. How about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Alright, time for 1,000 wins. Even though I've never made, I haven't made a Sailor's Courage yet. Oh, that also has a lot of fight in it. Damn, that needs a lot. That needs a special ingredient in it, because it has 1 agility, 1 defense, 1 charm, and 3 strength, and I can only fill up to 5. But yeah, let's go with the 1,000 wins. 1 agility, 3 charm, 2 defense. There we go. That should do the trick. Thousand wins coming up. A breezy drink, inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. The drinks are still the highlight of my day. It makes the best drinks, right? They are okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that for a lot, for some reason. They taste good. As good as thing can taste when you're, me. Well said. Thank you. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I can be a lot. I was an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. Working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderful exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? A Malachite. Wow, it didn't change his name for once. Oh, you're Mel. I mean Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mel. He said they are, or I guess you, are very cool and their new friend. You sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. You just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. And why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? It sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. Don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Salford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing actually, and I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Woman locked. Age mania. Sounds like Salford is going for an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Salford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Vesoa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Might be the fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but Elena is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? But Molly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No. I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront the children with the fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, and you scared, wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Aren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about ignoring all that started for you to losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide is a day in running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around. With less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. But Malachite or Melly? Both. Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? She wants to go. I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Sophod is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. It's a little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Astaria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag? I would ask what you're afraid of, but... The answer would be everything? Is it? Yes. But I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always do just things when scared. Rather than not at all, maybe, but it's still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. Never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Nah, thanks. The last one took the skies literally from the night sky. Literally just ripped them off. I don't think we want them here. Perhaps, though, one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. That makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. And now are they walking in or just the end? Alright. So I guess they just went home after sword training. Or wherever Melly. I think maybe Melly just ran along with Malachite. Doing the training and just taking a great sword with her. Ooh, it's raining. Act 2, Starlights on Earth and New Horizons. 4th of the Astral Moon. Our new character? Alright, should I just get a clip from the actual Good Mythical Morning? Nah. Alright. I'm running out of voices and out of voice myself. I'm gonna do one more day and then I'm gonna switch, definitely gonna switch games, but what voice am I gonna give you? I could give him my Jonas voice, like, howdy partner, how you doing there? Good mythical morning. Fuck it. That was my cowboy voice, but that was like my Texan voice was like, howdy partner, how you doing mate? I really love the life out in the farm and stuff like that. It's a great voice, isn't it? Fuck it. We roll with it now. That's his voice now. You're welcome, by the way. Wherever you are. Good mythical morning. 12 past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, my wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And, did it work? No. But almost. I've never needed a drape of primordial sea to enhance the curvature and that should have done it. But, no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Yeah, practically it is. You know, practically. Wait, one voice now. Many voices. For you, practically. Practically, in theory, yeah. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course I do. Interesting. And suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology. That is indeed niche. Say, Keeper, it's something you make or explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah. Welcome to the club. I think I blow something up at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper, how about a super easy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that made me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex? Gotcha. So, let's give him the sparkling nebula. Yep, sparkling nebula it is. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing. I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial sea you wanna do. Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... So? What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be?
Does it matter?
You tell me.
Yeah. My sister is studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos. There has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure.
What? Alright. I was not expecting you, sir. But it's fine. New customer. He's very British with that top hat. Do I know how to make a British accent? Hell no. Am I gonna make a horrible one? Hell yes. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there's no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world.
And you are?
Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper. Is it? Correct. Nice to meet you.
Nice
to meet you too. I suppose you can call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious.
So you're undead?
Precisely.
How?
Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely naked for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it?
1755.
That's brutally long. I'm gonna say bollocks. That's brutally long.
So, how did you come back to life?
I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who trysten with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care.
Those who trysten with you?
There are more like you out there?
Of course.
Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Salford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. Never been a fan of seafood. So, got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip.
Care to fill me in on that Salford gossip?
Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Salford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves in the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts.
Bit of a weird curse.
Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeepers say, do you have a drink for this undead fella?
Drink in the mop?
Just drink. I won't be needing a mop.
If you say so.
What would you like? Something that will loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal.
Coming right up.
Alright, he wants a bit charming. as fuck. There would be the 1,000 winds, but no. Sunny breeze has some wits in it. Broken heart, not as much wits. So we're gonna make the sunny breeze. A real charmer, just for you. And surely, I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone.
Ow.
Not that I would ever do that. Came out more words than words. Archivist things, you know. Spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. I didn't leave a lot of time for dreams and hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, the type hardly counts.
Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man.
I did?
Yes. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. My sister asked if you see me. No, you didn't. Thanks. Bye.
Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment.
Of course.
Hey, look who's back. Hey, innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Faber? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash painful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense, I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically, they don't. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Charlie, how did you like his drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. You also make me a drinking keeper. I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Alright. So you're getting a good old Swift Strike. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper. Ah. Ooh. One word has now made such a difference on what I want to pick. Damn. You're regular or you're my favorite regular? Ooh. Did I hurt someone's feeling with that? I mean, there's no one here that could hear that. Fuck it. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. And I don't like helping them out, I do. But I think the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. I'm just happy you don't have more than two. We will have to talk about that. Sure. Could use some help carrying a few things over to the Dragon Inn. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Faber? Some dried honey flowers. Farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice. I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Faber. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? Always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I should still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. First, no. Do you throw it under your hat? Of course. Where else will I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with favor. But I'll be back. Should I not crumble in the pile of bones from one day to the next? Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyway, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You're still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. And they're gone. Who's the next one to enter? Oh, do I have enough to make a quest? I don't think I have. Oh, they are back. Hey, he has his cape. And as we said, the slime is still there. Let's go. I called it. Because I'm not surprised by that at all. I would have been more surprised if the slime would have been gone. Honestly, it would have probably blown my mind. I would have talked 15 to 40 minutes about the slime being gone. Alright. Time to get going. And I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. I would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Must be my least favorite of them. Wins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea. Nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that undistinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah, gentleman. Don't know. Giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners? He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. He find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. Innkeep, say, the dagger over there. Feel like it's strangely familiar. For some reason it reminds me of my dear Evelyn. It looks like the knife she used to peel oranges with. Highly impractical, I tell you. I imagine it would be. Do you know if that is a dagger by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. Always loved writing letters. Nah. Innkeep, you got a drink for me. Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Alright. Time to make some ice. Let me see. There was definitely one strength in there. Come on, there was one smartness in there. Ah! There's one charm. The Frosted Lagoon. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdy already. I've had my doubts about ye, Innkeep, but I must say you know your job. So, how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. We and I took a trip to the capital, and I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There are so many people. Too many. Just a fine amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does it mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Why were we gonna go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape. So you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet and that get me gold's worth. Oh. But I got an invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me for a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. Got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, Innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would decide to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? Yeah, shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Didn't Woke tell you what happened? You mean the young Echo? Well, he had said he had retrieved my cape. Sorry, Carl. Pardon me. What exactly do you mean? Countess Evelyn didn't want to give up the cape before the fight. He didn't make it. Say it ain't so, Innkeep. Unfortunately it is. My dear Evelyn? Gone? From all vampires to walk Gaia, I'd always assumed she'd walk the longest. I suppose death catches up with everyone eventually. Did she put up a good fight at least? The best I've heard of in a while. Oh, that's how I remember her. I hope the world holds her soul dearly. We have souls? Of course we do. Ah. I wish we could have at least danced one more time before Ur wrote her final line. But alas, fate is cruel, especially to those who aim to live forever. A fate we rarely choose ourselves. Now, how shall I ever recover from this? Maybe a drink would help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, dear, please, Innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Alright, I've got peak sunrise now, it's brains and a lot of agility. And even one charm. And it's purple? I see. First, snow. Very defensive, a lot of agility actually, and one charm. Interesting. Sailor's Courage. I've never made the Sailor's Courage. Time to make it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Hey, we finally got to make the Sailor's Courage. Wait, what? Fuck. Apparently that doesn't work. Undo! You're getting a drink. I want to make that. Alright. Maybe the Sailor's Courage will actually... maybe I didn't need to throw away the whole drink then. Fine. I make what I know best. I make myself a brawler, whatever. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear Innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, Right. Supposed I wasn't done yet. Where was I? You trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. Woods? Roots. We admired the roots that enclose the city, almost like a rampart. Finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me live. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you, rumor has it. These are the roots of the ether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia. They guard the capital. Ah, yes. A very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect the city? The city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Delval. She seems to be on to something. Can't wait to hear her story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Via, can we go to town and check out the antique dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't much on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well saturated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. No! I'm running out of the voices. He has tattoos though. Blonde with a little bit blue haired and a dog with red eyes. I'm already attracted. She's already my future wife. Anyway. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minfy in the flesh. Alright, oh my god. Yeah, same white. That's a waifu. No, I'd have gotta give her like a seductive female voice. Not too high, more on the deep side. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? Just noticed it. Come on, red eyes, a scar, 2 big ears. Snouting on the desk, looking like it wants more drinks than she wants, probably. It will be 25 years soon, actually. Ah. Fair enough. Coffee's always good. You know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to remind you. I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Wait, oh, there's a second dog. I didn't notice the second dog under her arm. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? Not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist? Ha! Not a word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. But no. The stuff that came pouring down was... unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as of many streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. What? For the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. Oh wait, wrong voice. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial warriors as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Ladder cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I needed to ask you something, innkeeper. A good drink? No. My manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years would have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long, I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Totally did it. Totally didn't fuck it up. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. Alright, something to refresh the mind. Sparkling. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, I'll enjoy your mixology no matter what you pound in front of me. I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be. certainly. It should just be below this part. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright. Given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days. Then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minfi. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. I'll try. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? It definitely should be. I can read up to like 450 pages in a day. I think my record was like 600. Alright, what quest do you want me to? Oh my god, I've got so much info. Alright, a stranger has come to town. He likes plum crabs and spooky armor. Nope. Unusual amount of undead seem to have been haunting the west. Undead snails are being accused of eating corpses. Smell was a problem. There are a lot of people in Sofort. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiar. What are they hiding? The river banks of the Shimmer hides a Marie Morgan, a warmful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and every human being. Deep within the Quartermark hide long lost treasures and terrifying bleak stalkers. The verdict is still out on the cuteness level. There's slight unrest in Sofort. Rumor has its archmates looking for the familiar went missing recently. Sofort serves a popular viewpoint for animals interested in nighttime visitors. Surely only a sea witch can be responsible for this. A scandal in Sofort. Innkeep. Hey. The lively port city of Sofort is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. Familiars of several archmages have gone missing and nowhere to be found. But it's a big city, there must be someone who knows something. Could the disappearances be related to the tale of the sea witch who crossed Sofort's docks? Now we're gonna feed Andu. Let's go. Alright, so here I'm going to save. And I'm going to switch the games. Because my voice is wearing out. I can feel it inside of my throat already. I better save some of my voice for the rest of the stream and the